So I'm headed to LA Skin Center in Las Vegas to try and remove this giant freckle on top of my head. It's just like so obvious. And there's also like another small one back here that I'm gonna ask them to do. What they're gonna do is they're gonna put liquid nitrogen on my head. And it's gonna give me major frostbite, and supposedly that's supposed to get rid of it without leaving a scar, as long as I don't pick out the scab. But it's gonna burn like hell for a while, a couple days, and then it's gonna be like a healing scab, and it's probably gonna itch, but here we go. All right, we're here, let's go do this. So I got it done. The giant spot on my head, it's kind of hard to see because of the light. But I got that, and there was a couple other smaller spots. Yeah, a giant freckle on top of my head, and it really burns right now, and I'm sure it's gonna burn for a couple of days. And also, last time I went to a dermatologist a couple years ago, there was a spot on my back. It actually looks really dark right now because they like circled around it, so I think it's just pen or something, but it does look like similar to like a spot on my shoulder, except for it was a lot darker and thicker, and it was like starting to spread. He said it looks non-cancerous, but it's something that could turn into it in the future, so they're just going to go ahead right now and actually just remove it out of my skin. And then finally, I might get I have a lot of sunspots on my shoulders, and I might get a chemical peel to lighten them up, but the lady said that I would need like a lot of treatments to really take care of them. And for the spot on my lower back, they have already given me a shot to numb up the area, and I gotta lay on the table outside, and then they're gonna take it out. Alright. Just got done with my dermatology appointment. Got the big freckle, or the big sunspot on top of my head. Had liquid nitrogen applied to it. Also had it applied to some smaller ones in the same area. And I had him look at a mole on my lower left back that I've only been to a dermatologist one other time. It was like a year or two ago in Ohio. And he said this mole, I needed to keep an eye on it in case it starts to spread, because it could become cancer. And today I had this new dermatologist look at it, and he said we should just go ahead and remove it. So they numbed me up and they scalpeled it out of there. And then finally, at a third procedure, I had chemical peel done to the hundreds of sunspots on my shoulders. When I was a kid, I got crazy, ridiculous sunburn in New Mexico, and I've had tons of sunspots from that sun damage like my entire life. And these chemical peels are free. They said it could take like 6 or more treatments, and I can only do one a month to really make a very noticeable difference on them. Or I can go to another dermatologist's office where they offer laser treatment, but that's going to be probably crazy expensive. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I imagine they'll pay for it. I mean, or charge me for it. This office is kind of shady. Like, I just got a free chemical peel done, except for they're charging my insurance for the visit. But I can almost guarantee you that there's no way that my insurance would, you know, pay for something cosmetic like that. So, but they're I don't know, the way that they turn it into a loophole is they just charge me for the visit, but they're saying the chemical peel is free, included with the visit if you want one. But headed home, my head is like burning. I mean, literally put liquid nitrogen on my head.